Man made the cars.
Oh, yeah.
Take us over the
Can I hear myself? I can't hear myself. Hey, there you go. Hey, welcome to the show.
Man made the train.
I'm Louis Dix, and this is, I can't even say what's the name of the show because nobody's here to answer that, but the name of the show is In a Man's World, and you would hear TDP say, tighten your belts up, as he drinks his coffee or whatever he drinks, water in his cup, and he's running a little late. John Lemon is still John gone. Welcome, our new time. We're here, feels weird. We're here at 11 a.m., which means you have to actually get up. I'm not a get-up person. I'm nocturnal. I'll never forget when I found that word. It's a great word. So I am a creature of the evening. So for me to pop up means I really want to have something to say. It's a beautiful day here in California. It is like it's been in the 80s and it's been beautiful. Shorts, and T-shirts. Well, that doesn't matter because Europeans wear T-shirts in 50, 40 weather. But just reminded me, I forgot to open my windows in my place so I could starting to smell like me. So I meant to open my windows, but I was getting up early. I meant to do that so some natural California air could flow through it. So, well, when I get home, it'll still be me. And which is okay. It's not a stanky me. It's just me. And that's always interesting because when you go over someone's home, you smell them. You're like, oh, this is them. And you have to adjust because it's not you. Everyone has their own self aroma, so to speak.
Pheromones.
What is it called?
Pheromones.
Oh, is that a word?
Yeah.
Oh, I like words. I'm just not. It's a nice word. It's a nice word. But it's a good day. I hope everyone's healthy and happy, mentally strong. We're in a time right now where mental challenge. We're in March, so you know January you feel good because it's the new year, and February you feel better because it's Black History Month, and you're hearing and reading about all these great things we did as a culture. Then you get into that March, and that's that reflection of, oh man, it's March already, and you only got 9 months left to do what you said you would do, which is get rich, be famous, handle your business, find love,
lose weight,
get rid of people you no longer want to deal with, but you're still dealing with them, get out of that relationship, find a new relationship, so all that starts to be right in the forefront in March. So I hope you're able to mentally brush all that off and still go forward, especially men. And that's who we talk to on this show. Women, you're allowed to listen and learn and take in what you can. I just saw a picture of E.J. Magic Johnson's son, and he had on this see-through top and long. And POTUS was interesting because she said,
was he cute?
He's got style, and he's got his own style.
He does have style, and he carries some nice bags.
He's got his own style. I mean, he is committed to himself. I can't look at it long, but, God bless Magic and
Louis,
Cookie.
I saw you zoom in on it.
I widened it so I could see it, but then right away got out of it. Because nowadays you can't, as a man, you can't voice your honest opinion. You become a hater and all that and homophobic and all that stuff. So we can't punch that card of an opinion. We just have to. It's just like this morning when I rolled up. I sat in the car for a minute, and we're going to talk about this later. It's just the stuff that's posted on Facebook. And it is amazing. The first thing I saw was, could you guys wish my grandbaby a happy birthday? She was 8 years old. Not a good-looking kid. But, and I was thinking, and they said that she was smart and funny and intelligent, and you wish her, and I'm like, well, she should have enough friends to do that. And plus, why would an 8-year-old, if I'm wishing an 8-year-old a happy birthday on Facebook, that means the 8-year-old's on Facebook to read it? Who is that for? Because most people, if you have enough people in your life, you get a happy birthday. Facebook has taken it to the extreme now where they tell people it's your birthday, and then people respond and say, hey, I want to thank everybody for all that love you gave me on your birthday. And Facebook told us it was your birthday. Before, it used to be a little more organic and honest in the sense of that people who knew you wished you happy birthday. And knew that you had earned that day of birth. So they actually knew your parents who gave you that birth. Now it's just, and people tell you, now they actually celebrate the birthday month. We're just doing too much. But then again, that's how we survive now, by doing a lot of nothing. Before you did what you had to do to survive, function, get to the weekend. Now you do too much just to say, hey, I'm here. I did it. I don't know. And that's the thing of getting older. You start looking at things like you have more why when you get older. I think when you're younger, you have more why not. Why not? Let's do this. Why not? Our number's 323-293-3375. Oh, our number's 323-29 for what? 293-3375. That's what TDP. His coffee is sitting here, and I guess it's getting colder. He's got a lot of cream and sugar in that.
Well, I didn't know what he takes in his coffee, but Teeter is running late. So we're gonna take a quick break and come back and get in.
So we're breaking already? I can't hold 10 minutes. We got to break right away just to let y'all know we're still on the air, and hopefully more talent will come. Someone was saying.
No, I'm looking up the whole thing about, like, we were speaking about, we have like 5,000 friends on Facebook, but what percentage of that 5,000 are people we actually know, have met in person?
I say 17, maybe 61 people. You might know 61 people out of the 5,000.
61. I would say maybe out of mine, maybe anywhere from 3 to 5, maybe 10%.
I can't go that far. Maybe I think 61 at best, but I think 17 would know your family, not from what you posted, but actually know you. And then another thing was, I did not know this is.
I hear some music outside. It might be Teeter. Let me go check.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with Teeter. Hey. Hey, we're back. As you can see, gloves are off. John Lemon's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
He came in with gloves. TDP made it. He thought it was 11 at night. So we're back.
You're a snitch.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, so he came in with the gloves.
Yeah, because
we can't get along. Let's get it on.
Yeah, I figured I would do it the gentlemanly way, because you
right.
don't want to get into no gangster shit.
No, you don't want to see no hands.
I can't believe he bought gloves.
I can.
Yeah, why not? You've been up in here like...
we're like at the 11:28.
It's like the Remy Ma,
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, you've been spitting ether.
No response.
Yeah, so I'm like, I gotta come get my side of the story.
All right, so
let me tell you how it really went down.
All right, yo, we're gonna.
Yeah. So
wait. First, for those of you just we don't have any new listeners.
She had a nigga stuttering now.
We don't have any new listeners, but for those of you,
all 17 of y'all, right?
Yeah, all 17 of us.
He's been listening. Bless his heart.
All 17.
Three of them like you.
Difference.
Three of them like you.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff's gonna tell y'all his version of it. This is funny.
This is because you've been giving alternative facts. It's been like So what happened?
I've been lost. I don't know.
So what happened was we was at the Comedy Union.
Comedy Union, Pico.
All right. So
Comedy club.
it was a comedy club. So I got there. So Danny Green was the host.
Danny
Hilarious brother.
Well-
On stage was okay.
That's cold, man.
All right.
Subjective.
Yeah. You keep it real.
Moments and whatnot. Okay.
He dresses nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
So
And he's
a
got a
Philly.
lot of commercials.
He's from Philly. He's
yeah.
a boxer.
So
He's got a lot
a
of
young guy
commercials.
was on stage. Reuben Warren.
Okay.
So he'd been up there a minute. So I come in the joint. Lewis had just got off.
What were you wearing?
You know, I had my sweats on.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm ready to go. So me and the owner, we don't like particularly get along.
They don't know. They don't like each other.
Yeah, you know,
That part.
and it goes back to some bullshit that
got you.
occurred. So there was no other comics. So Lewis had a great set. So we sitting in the
Allegedly.
so-called green room. So Dan says, "Hey man, my man been up there a minute. I got nobody. I got no backup. Would you like to go on?" So I was like, "Yeah, of course." He said, "Let me go clear it with Ends, the comedy owner." So we standing there and we talking and all of that. So next thing you know, he's in the office too long. So I already know the answer is no.
Got you.
So I go inside the office, and then me and DJ Count, we start talking about this memorial that we're going to do for Ricky Harris there at the Comedy Union. So Lewis is in on that. We included. So now, Dan can't do the second show. So then he says to Lewis, he's like, "Yo, so Lewis, I asked Ends if you can host for me because I got somewhere else to go." So Lewis was like, "Okay, cool. I got no problem with that." So he threw Lewis a bone. So now,
With a little meat on it.
yeah. So now it's Hispanic cat that's on stage, Manny Maldonado.
What are they?
Yeah, he's killing them, you know. So now my man here to the left of me, he all fucked up because he can't get his name right.
This left?
Yeah.
Okay.
He like, "Man, what's his name?" I'm like, "Nigga, what?" He like, "Man, nigga,
I couldn't
Manny,
say his name.
Manny Maldonado." So he kept, I can't, Manny Maldonado. I'm like,
I
it
was
ain't that
repeating
hard
it to
yeah.
myself.
But he kept fumbling on it. So the first show ends, the audience goes out. So now he goes through a wardrobe change.
Oh, wow. Diana Ross.
Yes. So now he got a shirt on with the tie on. He got the shirt out.
Was he cute?
He was looking okay.
Okay,
You know,
he's
then he
cute.
put the sports jacket on, then he tied the tie up,
Oh,
then he
shit.
unloosened the tie, then he took the tie off. So, you know, I'm like, "Nigga, what's the deal?" He like, "Man, I'm just, you know, it's a younger crowd, man. I'm just trying." So on his last wardrobe change, he's running across the street.
Oh, wow.
So he stumbles over them big ass feet he has, and a car stops. So he runs
He
up.
almost got hit?
Yes.
Fuck.
So I say to him, you know what'd be hilarious? If you actually got hit by a car, I went in there and told Ends, "Hey, Lewis just got hit by a car. Can I host?"
Right.
And I called EMS. You know, so he's like, "Okay." So now we standing there chilling. So now Ends doesn't say nothing. So he comes out. So he once again like, "Man, what was that guy's name again?" "Manny Maldonado." "It's not that hard. Manny Maldonado. Just say MM. You know, if you can't remember."
There
He
you
said,
go.
"Well, you know, I'm just gonna do a set." I was like, "Oh yeah, I just let Memphis Will host." So I look at him like, "What?"
Bitch.
So yeah, so I'm like, "You gonna let Memphis Will?" So now Memphis Will comes out the office. Ends wasn't nowhere around, as he said he was. Ends wasn't nowhere around.
Got you.
So he comes out. Memphis Will says, "Okay, I know I owe you $100, but I need that 100 tonight for food and gas.
Yeah.
So I can't pay you. But you told me that I didn't have to pay." I was like, "Nigga, I never said that."
Right.
He's like, "No, but I need this $100 tonight." So then he turns to my man. He like, "Yo, I want to thank you for throwing me that bone, brother. I truly appreciate it." So that's where I took it. I didn't take it personally.
Right.
I took it business-wise.
There you go.
Because I'm sitting there like, okay, hold up. How you going to throw this nigga a bone and you know I'm trying to get on stage? This nigga ain't never did shit for you. When you in the trenches in the wars, you can't call that nigga for $1,500.
There you go.
You can't call that nigga for backup. If somebody calls and fucks with you, see, he don't know the love I have for him.
Right. Y'all kiss.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
all of that.
All right.
Rub dick heads to see who came first, all that. But he truly don't know the love I have for you.
Right.
And then he come on here and profess that because he tells you the next show, he like, "Man, I can't believe, man, you know, he can't say the word nigga because of his image." So he like coax you into saying, "Oh man, it's like, you know, they be acting like the female dog." And you like, bitch, like, so now I'm a bitch made nigga now.
Right.
So now, but hold up.
Shut up, boy.
But now, this the same nigga
Same one. Him.
that I
To
truly
the left.
love, yes.
You kissed him.
Got
Go
more
ahead.
bitch than me, you, and POTUS in him together.
What?
But we go to Long Beach, though.
Long Beach.
Ricky's death.
Yes, sir.
This nigga
Rest in
in
power.
Yeah, he got red on. So we roll up in a sea of Crips.
Violation.
Yes, this nigga don't want to get out the car. He a grown-ass man. He's saying, yo, man, I got too much red on you. Think I'm like, nigga, you good. We at Ricky's Sting, nigga. So I get out, and I have to lay the red carpet because he thinks just because I'm 54, I'm not supposed to let the streets.
Red carpet, no pun intended.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to let the streets go and all that.
Right,
so
right.
I walk up to these niggas because I know these OGs.
Yeah.
So I throw them up like that. What's up, niggas?
Mm-hmm.
They like, okay, what's up, Chi-Town? Like, he don't know that what I'm doing is, he don't see, I'm laying the red carpet for this
Right,
nigga.
right.
I'm like, yo, we all hug and embrace. Y'all know Louis Dix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
The
you know
dude with
niggas-
the red pumps on?
Yeah, exactly. So niggas ready, because they see red.
Right.
And they like, okay, this nigga in violation. So I'm like, okay, cool. And another thing he don't know is that all the years I hear how many niggas been want to get on his ass.
Yeah.
All
Literally.
many, yes. Niggas came up to me. I never said no, but niggas have come up and said, man, if that wasn't your nigga, man, me and
I've
dude,
said that.
Yeah, me and dude would have been. I'm like, yo, okay, but you know that's my dude though.
Right, we
but
love
we
us.
cool though. We cool, Jeff. I ain't got no beef with you.
Right.
I'm just letting you know that's my dude though, nigga. We good.
Yeah.
So we keep it like that. So and all that. So
This is better than Facebook.
I took.
Louis.
I didn't take it personally. I just was offended at the business decision.
Correct.
That the nigga lessened my talent because he felt that I couldn't relate to a younger crowd and that Memphis Will could.
Correct.
When I've been getting down around nothing but young crowds.
Correct.
Okay.
So all that, what to be said is that, yeah, nigga. So I figured I sat back like, for the longest. And I was like, okay, I don't want to roll up on him in a white Ford Explorer with the Trey 5.7 tramp pointed at his chest because he might have a cardiac arrest.
With the info blue beam.
Yeah, because he talked to my cousin, and then he got nervous because my cousin paraphrased shit.
Right.
Because he called my cousin and said, yo, I ain't talked to Jeff. Is Jeff good? So my cousin was like, man, nigga, you talking shit about Jeff? Nigga, what's up? Ask Jeff, my nigga. He like, nigga, really, man? He like, oh, I said, no, but you got to understand the shit Jeff's done for you in the friendship, too. So now he thinking that I want to lay hands on him. I will never bring it to that.
Right.
So I just
I
said,
want
okay.
y'all to kiss right now.
Okay, now first of all, all right. You
On the
done?
next
You
episode
done?
of
All right.
Love and Comedy High.
All right.
Exactly.
All right. First of all,
Now, what blanks did I leave out?
first of all, you said when
Get
you
your
said
head
up
off your
front
hip.
that ends and you don't get along.
We don't.
All right. So that's the first thing we know. Ends is not going to let you host.
But like you sat here and said that ends don't respect you. I disagree because ends had mad respect for
No,
you. It ain't about the comedy. He respects your talent and he respects
No,
your
he
decision.
don't. That was
Yes,
the
he
thing you
does.
said, that ends don't respect anybody except himself and his bottom
Selling
line
drinks.
dollar. That's who he respects. Those seats that come in. He only respect his customers by allowing them to have a complaint or something. He won't even, if they say they don't like this drink, he won't even give them another drink. Yeah. So I've witnessed he doesn't
I know
have
that.
respect.
So
I'm not going to fake and think that he has respect for me.
Right.
I'm gonna be a realist and say no. He don't. Only thing he's doing is using me to host his show, so he can have at least a classy show or whatever. So we know how Ends is, and Ends is a descendant of Michael Williams. What's the other boy from Mondays?
Spike Thompson.
Spike. All these promoters.
Right.
That's who they are. They just use us because we want to be on stage. So throwing it to Memphis was just, hey man, I'm out. Memphis is your boy, even though he don't like Memphis. He get mad at Memphis. So why, and I was even puzzled when I said, I think he got upset.
Yeah, you said that.
I said, oh, I think
No, but
Jeff
it was
got
just, it
upset.
was more like it wasn't personal.
It's
it was
not your turn.
It was
It's
the
not your-
business
it's not your
decision.
turn.
You know
It's
what?
not your turn.
I got an extra set of gloves in the car
and
too.
he's not.
Hey, I can throw 'em.
And
I ain't
it's
mad.
not. And it's not like Ends was throwing like $40 the host. I mean that wasn't even the, and $40 is $40 no matter where it is. Still
Correct.
$40. That's a meal and a half. So it wasn't even thing of me looking at who I was going to choose to host. If it came down to where I had control, total control, yeah, Jeff's going to host. If it's going to be not a discussion, hey man, Jeff's going to host. That's easy if I'm in control.
Okay,
But you got to realize, if you're in control or not. I'm not in control of that. I'm not going to fake like I am. But if it's a given that, hey, it's my room, this is my thing, Jeff is hosting after I'm not a host, Jeff's going to host. That's just like here, like in control of this show.
Right.
who's going to be on this show. First, it was us, and we said,
Yeah, then that's what I took exception to. Is like, okay, now y'all marginalized and said,
Who?
because it was the word,
Margarine.
is how you phrased it. Like, I invited him, and we let him think he was a part of the
yeah,
show.
we still letting you think you're a part of the show. Even now, we making you
Yeah,
think that
okay.
you. So we don't want to. No, callers got to wait. No, I'm just. All right, caller.
This is the other Jeff calling in. This is Jeff Brown.
JB.
What
What's
up, Jeff?
Brown?
Hey, man, if I may, I got love for everybody on the panel.
And real quick, Jeff, you were so bad we had to ask Jeff to come back.
I get that. I understand that. I leave a stink everywhere I go.
Hilarious.
I get it. Here's what I'm hearing. The two of you are on different ends of the same hoe, and her name is comedy. Comedy don't love none of us. Comedy respects the best pimps. That's it. And the concept, Jeff, that, and I see where Lewis is going. The concept that ends looks at one piece of chalk over another piece of chalk is what you don't seem to grasp. And I'm saying this from another place. I don't have a problem with, I'm Switzerland. I have a problem with very few people. I host at the Comedy Union. I work at the Comedy Union. But I don't make them that big a wheel in my machine. Everybody makes these comedy clubs and these comedy owners too big a wheel. So, that's your boy. So he could have put you up, but he put up Memphis Will. Who was in the audience? Not a motherfucking individual who could change your career or your tax bracket. If you just want to get on stage, it's bowling alleys where you can go and tell your jokes into a tape recorder and take them and hone them. That's the pimp game. If you're going to give me some time on stage, I'm going to make my shit better. You are to make my shit better. I'm not to make your shit better. It is a point of view. If you know how ends is already, Jeff, you know ends don't like you. Why do you keep going to his club? That's not rhetorical. I would like an answer.
Because it's a stage there. It ain't about that. If I can get on stage to perform.
Jeff, you've been funny for a long time.
Allegedly.
So some say. Bruh, you've been doing this a long time.
30
There's
years.
a ton of stages. I got a stage.
But
You
let-
get on my stage on the shit I'm doing.
Yeah, but look how long. But to be honest though, you had to step in and you had to come between that because them niggas, they didn't want me to get on that stage without sight being seen. Remember the call I had to put to you about me
Of
and
course.
Ricky.
Well, Jeff, please explain to me where it is that you feel that you should be able to go on stage. I'm gonna tell you, I used to say this back in the day when I used to be in charge of the Ha Ha for half a minute. I had a sign on the wall. Dear comics, if my mama don't know your name, you can't crash the stage.
Mm-hmm.
My mama know who Chris Rock is. If he come in, he can crash the stage.
Right. No, I'm not saying that. It's that when I talked to dude, I just had asked him. And he was like, yeah, oh, yeah, I seen you. He's like, but I really ain't really peeped you. He's like, can you send me a tape? And I'm like, I'm beyond sending a tape. And your name came
Why
up,
are you beyond sending the tape?
at what point, like you said, at that audience, who's going to do something for me? What is that
Okay.
guy going to do for me? Other than give me...
That's a great answer to another question, Jeff. Why are you above sending a tape?
I'm not above sending the tape, but why should I send the tape to somebody locally, like you said, that ain't going to do jack shit for me in that audience?
I'll tell you why. Because you want the stage time in order to develop your material.
And
in
that's
order
what
to
I've
go
been
on
saying.
Television, in order to get a television show, in order to be in a position so that you don't have to ask people shit.
Right.
That's why.
Handle
It's
the
the
business.
game, bruh. It's not. Ain't nobody mad at you. And you know me, nigga. I call a thing a thing. If I heard that you was blackballed or it was a bunch of motherfuckers didn't want to work with you, I'd be Jeff, nigga. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm telling you. Y'all, I say the same thing about this money with podcasts. Niggas is quibbling over ashtray change.
Right.
This is you hunting mosquitoes with a shotgun, bro. This you gonna forever
Might
be
hit
chasing
one.
your you gonna forever be chasing your tail, unless and until you start pimping the pimps. You got to start pimping the pimps. If ends ain't if you and ends don't get together good, nigga, it's 100 other places to go.
You're right.
Here's something: start your own room.
So yeah,
But don't let these motherfuckers get in your head like that.
it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Y'all missing the whole point of it. It was just
Okay.
it
What's
was just
the
the
point?
business decision that he had made.
Right.
I mean, he could have came and just like threw that to me, and then I would have been like, okay, I threw your name at the nigga rejected. Then I'd have been cool with that. That's the way I look at the shit.
Okay. So
Okay, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna leave.
Are you?
I rarely agree with Lewis, and I can't believe I'm doing it where it can be made public. Rarely. But I agree with Lewis from this place. Why, if I know ends don't like you, am I going to come at ends to you, on ends on your behalf? Here's where Lewis shit and step back in it. Why didn't you just say to Jeff, you know this nigga don't like you. I don't even know why you here. Y'all cool like that, right?
Right.
yeah, but that's
Allegedly.
I'm not going to give ends that kind of. I'm not going to give ends that kind of power
You're
to
not
think that
giving
Jeff.
ends power.
That think
you're
that.
you're empowering your friend. You telling your friend the truth. Jeff, if it was me, I'm gonna tell you right now. I host down at the Comedy Union upon occasion. If you come into the Comedy Union on the night I'm hosting, guess what I'm gonna tell you? Nigga, ends don't like you. I don't know how this gonna go. I ask him, but you know he don't like you. I don't know why you here. I don't know why you not at the Laugh Factory. I
Damn.
seen you work at the Laugh Factory. I seen you sign. I seen your name on the side of the Laugh Factory. Why you ain't at the Improv? That's me talking to you about a nigga we both know don't like you. If a nigga don't like me, dude, the Alpha Centauri quadrant is huge. I will find somewhere else. But that's just
Exactly.
me, straight up. I love you both. I kind of like you, TD, but you know.
Yeah.
All right, good.
So
Thanks,
you
man.
You girls get back to it.
Hilarious.
And that's funny because
Alpha Centauri.
he's
Question.
he's
He had the
listening.
dictionary in front of him.
He's listening. He's sitting at home listening.
But
Jeff.
he makes 18 though.
What do you mean?
18 listeners now.
Yeah, he makes 18. I didn't know he was listening, but you can't count him because he's talent.
He's still a listener.
Yeah, but back to what we were saying. So,
Is it over?
No, I hear what he's saying. And I was thinking about what you're saying as far as ends respecting me. I remember I had to go down to Ends' place every week and sit there, get there early and sit and hope that he would put me on. That's what I had to do for like a month or 2 months. I'd get there early and sit there and say, hey, if you got a spot, put me up. And he'd say, all right, I'll check it out. Because I knew it was something going on with us that he didn't so-called respect me. So that's what I had to do to get back on that stage.
But Ends sort of has like a reputation not so friendly. I mean, Jeff isn't the only person that I've heard that.
Well, like you said, they got
I even
history.
think Speedy had an issue. With
Well, no,
the guy.
I'll put it out there. The beef we had, I used to host down there, and he always felt that I went in too hard on white people. He always felt that. And he tried, and I'm like, man, you can't control what I say. You're not going to do that. Then one night, Debbie Morgan had a birthday party down there. She had 16 of her girlfriends. So I went up, allegedly, I was killing them.
Allegedly.
Dude put his feet on the stage.
You don't
So
do
when
that.
I went up there, I almost tripped. So I was like, yo, man, you got your feet on the stage. And he's just like, man, fuck you, nigga. And I'm like, yo, whatever, dude, whatever. And he like, nigga, you really ain't that funny. You doing all that. Then he started, I'm like, nigga, whatever, yo. And then it kind of like escalated, and he jumped
Just
up.
say snowball.
No, it escalated where he jumped up, and the motherfucker was like, nigga, fuck you on the real, nigga.
Oh.
And I'm like, hey, nigga, whatever, nigga. Don't let the looks or the comedy fool you.
The
cuz
looks?
on the
That's
real,
when he
nigga.
had his hair.
Yeah, nigga. And I'm like, don't let that shit get you,
Right.
get you fucked up, homie.
Get
And then he
touched.
was like, okay, nigga, on the real. And the motherfucker came up, and I just like, okay. And then Ends came out, you can't do this in my club. You can't. I'm like, man, hold up. First of all, I'm not gonna let dude disrespect me or the stage or the comedy setting.
Correct.
I'm not gonna let him do that. And then you coming to me. So then Debbie Morgan, she called him and she was just like, we was having a great time until that incident. I don't think I can come back down there because I didn't feel safe and my girlfriend. So he called me the next day and he was like, hey man, that was some bullshit you did. He like, you up there with that gangster shit, you up there doing all that, you with the white. He's like, hey man, I can't have that in my club. I'm like, hey man, it wasn't on me. That was dude.
So that was a European went at you like that?
No, it's a black dude.
Oh, okay.
Just he's trying to be thuggery and all that shit.
Yeah.
So from that point on, that's where it would come. And then I always call him out on his bullshit because he always says, you got love here. I don't know why you tripping. You do have love. All you have to do is call me on Monday. Then when I call him on Monday, leave a message. Then when I see him, I say, hey man, I called you. Yeah, nigga, I got your message. You know how many comics call me? Over 100 comics call me a day. I can't get back tomorrow. Well, nigga, you told me to call you. So I'm calling you. So he don't like the fact that I called him out on his bullshit. You know, so, and that's how that is, you know, so.
And with all that, that's why I didn't go into saying, hey, let you host. So it was.
But you didn't know that, though.
I did know that. I knew that you guys' history. I usually stand
I've
right
been
there.
meaning to tell you, too. Congratulations, too,
On what?
on you being remarried.
I'm not remarried.
Oh, okay, another alternative fact you giving, okay?
Yeah, what's the ring for?
I'm married to me.
How is that going?
It's going well. I'm married to me. I am very married to me. I'm in a committed relationship.
Huh?
And
You
she
sure
and
you ain't
I.
working for the Trump organization?
No, she and I both wear rings, and you know.
Oh.
that's
So you have a feminine side.
And he lost to it.
no, I mean, you know, she wears a ring, I wear a ring, and
Okay.
just you know,
Y'all playing house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like wearing a ring. I enjoy wearing a ring. I just, you know, it works for me.
All right.
It works for me, just like being single works for you. I mean, that's
How you know I'm single?
hilarious.
Let's not start another one.
Yeah.
You just got over one.
So,
So we good?
hey, listen, when I spoke to you on the phone,
Because I was
No,
like,
we not good. Y'all got a box. We got to
No.
get one round out there.
No.
Facebook Live,
no,
goddammit.
let's go.
no, I ain't know that. Ignorant.
Ah.
I ain't know
I
that.
just
Soft.
want to say the chat room's on fire. They said Jeff came to Jether.
Jeter. Jeter.
Jeff came to Jether.
No, I was.
Because I'm thinking, I'm sitting there like, hold up. He trying
Can
to
I get a
turn
beat?
into some Tupac Biggie shit.
Now,
some
what
Nas,
was
some Jay-Z
hilarious
shit.
to me was when I spoke.
Kumo D.
Yeah.
When I spoke
LL.
to Jeff, when
Busy
I,
B.
When I spoke to Jeff's cousin, right, and he said
KRS-One?
Jeff was upset and he ready to put hands on you. I had to laugh. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, everybody thinks that they can put hands. I don't understand this hand stuff, but I said, all right. So then I was like, when I spoke to Jeff, I said, you all right? What's going on? What happened? Because Jeff calls, I just got love. First, I told you he wanted to go to breakfast, which was way too early. I'm like, I ain't going to
And see, that's why I said, and now there's another thing. I'm like, okay, he didn't want to respond to breakfast. It's like, all right. But see, you wasn't listening to what I said at Ricky's funeral either, too.
What?
See, that's why I never called
I was
you.
in mourning. What
But
happened
no,
at
that's
Ricky's
what I
funeral?
want to call. See, I know who to call. Because if something jump off, I'm not calling you.
Why? No, if you call me,
No,
I know
you
you
ain't
call me
calling.
for a reason.
You ain't calling. At 2 o'clock in the morning, something jump off, you ain't calling.
Yes,
You ain't
I
calling.
am.
No, you not.
Oh, come on. If you call me at 2 a.m, something's up. I mean, if you call me...
Like, where you know, what did you do?
No,
How
I'm
many
coming.
was it?
No,
Did you
I'm
provoke
coming.
I can't come. I got my ring on.
No, that's not true. I'm
I
coming.
can't fight with my ring on.
I was
Code
truly
3 wants to
concerned.
know, what did you do?
No, I was
Yeah.
no. She got your back. She got my back. She actually commented on something. We were watching something, and I was like, "How this girl just make love?" And she got full lipstick on. She's like, "Okay, Jeff."
Oh, wow.
So I was like, "Okay," because
Well, everything is staged.
yes, and that was her point. You sound like Jeff. Everything's there. I said, "Well, that point's true." And then she was like, "Well, have you spoken to him?"
Oh,
You know, because that's important that you guys maintain
that's true.
your.
What's up, Beverly? I got love for you, Bev. We need
Lady
to talk.
B.
Yeah.
Muse was killing me. She's like, I was like, hey, and then I spoke to him. I said, okay, after he told me what happened, and then I'm listening to him, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, we cool, we all right. I'll talk to you later because I told you that.
Right, you said.
And then because you really killed me when you said, then at the 28-minute mark.
Yeah, nigga, I was like, somebody had told me, and I was like, okay, 28 and 18
So did you hear him say something? You looked at the clock, or you already
No,
looked at the
the
clock?
time is on there.
Okay,
Because I'm like, okay,
It's
this is
time,
that
it's
stage
time.
manager thing
Yeah,
of knowing
exactly.
the time.
that's
Yes.
correct.
I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, 28-minute mark. And then I felt, and this is what really messes you up, when you don't talk to somebody who you really want to talk to.
Yeah.
Because when the Oscars thing went down, I wanted to call him because I knew he knew what happened.
Correct.
Because
Exactly.
when I saw the stage manager run out,
Gary
right
told
away,
me, yeah.
I thought about Jeff saying, yeah, Jeff knew something was wrong
Right.
when my man ran out.
Somebody
So tell
fucked
us
up.
about that.
No,
because-
somebody fucked up. The guy from Price Waterhouse, he was caught up in the moment, and he was having
And that's
fun.
been the company over 60 years.
Yeah,
That's been
he was
handling
having
it.
fun
So
with Emma
who
Stone.
prompted the stage manager to run out? When did somebody tell him to run out, or
Yeah,
did
the producer.
told him?
Yeah, and the director told him to go out and to change it, to take the correct envelope out there.
Because it looks like he was looking for the envelope.
Yeah. So somebody got, from what I heard, it was a whole lot of hiccups there.
Here's the
Whole-
quagmire for me.
It was a whole lot
Why
of
would
hiccups.
you have an envelope that doesn't involve the winner? Why is just not the winner envelope?
Well, no,
and
he
that's
gave
it?
the wrong envelope because they threw the guy who was in charge of that. They just threw him under the bus because they
Right.
said he got caught up in the moment because he was standing next to Emma Stone and he was taking pictures, taking selfies.
So he would
of
have the
celebrities.
winner and
Yeah,
the
he-
non-winner
yeah,
in both.
He has it all in that attaché case that he
Okay.
has.
And I heard it's
labeled.
like 2 envelopes,
Yeah.
2 duplicate, a duplicate.
So someone told the stage
The
manager,
director told him,
said what?
go out there, go handle it, go out there. And he was on camera too, so the motherfucker got paid.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that motherfucker.
Words and
That
everything.
motherfucker. Oh, he put himself down. Yeah, he put himself down, SAG-AFTRA. Oh, definitely. I would have had to go to him because that would have probably been my job to go and make sure the stage managers that were caught on camera get paid.
Right.
Yeah, he got paid. Being on camera? Oh, yes. Academy too? Yes.
So he ran out. So he was going crazy.
Well, no, and it was probably a calm moment because they didn't want a lot of controversy. But the director was like, if I'm talking to you, I'm like, Luke, you need to go handle it. Go out there, handle it. Make sure.
So somebody
they
said
get-
he has the wrong envelope.
Yeah, make sure so and so gets the correct envelope.
Well, how
Hand
did
it
they
to
know it was wrong when they read it?
No, because it was labeled. That's why if you go back and you rewind it, that's why it was so strange when Warren Beatty was reading it, because he kept holding it up and he kept seeing it, and it was the best actress, and he was like, "Oh, La La Land," and he kept saying, and he even looked at Faye Dunaway, and he tried to show her, and she was like, "Just say it," and he just saw La La Land, and his mind just went, the best picture goes to La La Land. So, and that's when it was just like, oh no, this is a mix-up. It's a mix-up. So it
And the
was
stage
like, okay.
manager just ran out there.
Yeah. No, the director was like, when they caught the error, because somebody said, no, somebody in the booth or somebody there's like, no, Moonlight won.
Right.
It's a mix-up. Moonlight won. And then they had
So
to,
in the booth, they already know who the winner is.
yeah. So they had to confirm it real fast to say, are we sure Moonlight won? He has the wrong, somebody gave Warren Beatty the wrong envelope. And they was like, and then that's when the director was like, Luke, find the correct envelope, get it out there now. So, and he had to go to my man, and then they had to open up that shit, and it's like, okay, and that's when he went and, took it to Warren Beatty. And then if you saw my man just snatch it out of Warren Beatty's hand.
Yeah, that was.
He's just like, motherfucker,
yeah.
it's like this,
The dude from La La Land, he
Yeah.
just snatched it from him.
Yeah. So there was a bunch of hiccups there and at the Grammys, too. The key stage manager, he got hit with a heavy piece of equipment and, split his head.
Oh, really?
Yes. So, because you got to understand shit moves so fast.
Correct.
Shit moves so fast. And the academies, what people don't understand, the academies are live.
Right. On
And
the
you
East Coast.
under 3 minutes to move shit. And you got to clear motherfuckers out the way. And that's when you have to just y'all need to, sometimes, to me, the way I would approach some situations, it calls for a little aggressiveness
Right.
and unprofessionalism because shit is coming so fast. And then this is a burden. This causes problems motherfuckers don't know because motherfuckers is standing there and they're like, oh, I want to take a picture. And
Right,
you're
right,
like,
right.
Bitch,
We on
got
time.
motherfucking
Yeah.
shit coming through here. You got to move
Move
back.
your body.
And then the publicist and then the manager and all them backstage. So you got a lot of elements that you dealing with backstage
Right.
that you got to keep that show moving. Because when they come out of that commercial, shit got to be right.
Right.
You know, and they did it. I mean, they always do a great job, you know, but sometimes in the heat of shit, it just, you know, you do have a mix up.
Wow. You think black people are better prepared to handle it as a stage manager? Because
Has the BET Awards ever had a problem like that?
Oh, all the time.
Oh.
All the time.
What's the difference in the BET Awards and say,
Niggas,
what?
entourages.
The posse.
Nigga.
Oh, really?
Man, come on, man. You got to go through,
And
like,
probably a couple million.
no, it's
'Cause
like
they're,
you got to go
that-
through so many people. Like, to knock on that door, I have to go through you. I have to go through you because they saying POTUS, you can't talk to POTUS.
The handlers.
Why can't I? And it's like, well, you can't talk to POTUS. It's like, okay. So now it's like, hey, are you security? Yeah. Can you let her know we can? I'm getting
gotta
ready
bring
to
her
mic
up.
her. No, I have to mic her.
Yeah.
And we getting ready. I'm giving you a 10. You know. Now you just standing there. So I'm like, hey, my man, can you knock on the door and let her know?
Yo,
she's
my
gonna
man.
Yes. And dude is like, well, let me grab him. Well, what the fuck am I talking to you for then?
Right.
It's like, yo, excuse me, yo, my man, can you tell POTUS that we going she's gonna get Mike? I'm
Yeah,
giving her a
yeah,
10.
yeah.
And dude is like, yeah, and he starts so now I gotta be aggressive. So now I just gotta just like stand there and just like do the step and you know, in the name of love move and just wiggle between the niggas and then and now POTUS is like, who knocking on the door? Yo, stage manager. And it's like, and they open up, oh, and it's just like, excuse me.
Right.
How you doing, POTUS? Okay, I got the audio guy here. We're gonna mic you. You got a lovely gown on. What do you want it at? Do you want it on your back? Are you wearing a bra? Or you want it on your leg? Because we can have a strap around. Put that on.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. So now then the next thing is once she's mic'd, now I have to walk her. You know, so and that's a problem because if she got heels on, you got to estimate your time.
Correct.
So and you got to have her on that mark because when you come out of commercial, she's got to be ready to go, or that's your ass.
Right.
You know, so now you got to push motherfuckers through, and like, yo, excuse me, we have to walk her now.
Right.
So now hey man, you can't tell her, you know, we can't rush her because hey man, I don't give a fuck about your job. I'm thinking about my job.
Right.
I have to get her from here to here.
Because you had to wait 7 minutes to even get to Mike her.
Man.
Yeah.
So it's all about, for me, it's all about timing. And you got to know how to talk to people. I mean, sometimes you just got to use that street sense like, yo, my man, yo, cuz, I need to get to her.
Right.
I need you to just like knock on the door because if you're not, I'm going to knock on the door.
Who's the most difficult, the security or the publicists or the managers or the
Sometimes
agents?
the artist.
Itself.
Sometimes the artists don't want to talk to you. Sometimes the artists be like, yo, why are you talking to me? Bitch, because I got to get you Mike.
Yeah.
We got to walk. So that's why I'm talking to you. Sometimes security will step in, but normally I'm a good character and judge of people. So I always know who to go to. So if I see you and I see your relationship, then I'm like, yo, my man, let me holler at you, dog. Yo, so when I come to you, can you make sure that she's ready to get Mike?
Right.
So we won't have no problems because we on time. It's a live show, and we got. Oh yeah, definitely. So then I trust you on that, and if you violate that, then I got to go straight to the source.
Who was one of the nicest people that you thought wouldn't be nice, but you were surprised that was cool?
I love her to death to this day, Monique. When I was on the Late Late Show, Monique.
Oh, she was cool like that?
No, when she won Best Supporting for Precious, before she won it, because Craig loves her. Craig loved her. I mean, loved her stand up and all that. So when she came, she was real cool, you know, because it was a small area and you can't accommodate everybody.
Right.
You just can't accommodate everyone. So I'm like, okay, you know, who's valuable to you at this point once we cross these thresholds to the stage? Who's valuable to you? You know, because nothing's going to happen because I also pose as security for Craig. So no one can come here and get to Craig on this end.
Right.
So your security, you know, do you really need your security? Okay, you need makeup, you need hair. Okay, cool. Rest of you motherfuckers, y'all can't come
Fall
here.
back.
Yeah. So she was cool the first time she did that. You know, she wasn't at Academy. Nigga. She rolled up.
Changes.
Oh, man. And the elevator to leave out to go. You remember
Yeah.
CBS is like right there. And she was like, baby, Jeff. And she knew my name. It was cool. She's like, baby, I seen you at so-and-so, you know, you doing this little thing. She's like, you know how the crew rolls. We family. If we all can't get in, we rolling.
This nigga talking enough for the month he's been gone.
He asked the question though, but he was like,
Really, poetess?
yeah, but she was like, you know how we get down. I was like, yo, it's the same procedures. Nothing has changed. She's like, well, you need to tell that to Craig because, baby, this is how we roll. If we all can't come, it's just like, okay then. Well, I'll just tell Craig.
God, even
You know,
dirty.
yeah. So I mean,
So she switched up like that?
oh man, big time. What you call it was a different call. Remember I called and told you I cursed her ass out.
Who?
Amorosa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I cursed her ass out.
Well, you can't do it now. She got Secret Service.
She was with Michael Clark Duncan.
And you see how that ended.
And and she had
Really,
did some-
Lewis?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
And she did some bullshit on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno at the time.
Really?
Yeah, because Michael was being interviewed, and Michael said, I just got engaged to my fiance, Amorosa, and she just walked out.
Oh, wow.
She just walked out. And I know the stage manager, he said he was pissed. She just like walked out and took a seat next to them. So they have forewarning for that shit.
Right.
So when she came on our show, I had to shut that shit down. That bitch was like, do you know who I am? No.
Right.
She's like, you don't know who I am? I said, do you know who I am? She's
Ooh.
like, no. I said, okay, we even. I
Damn.
don't know you.
Hey, I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
And what is it?
You're John. Jeff
The
Arnold.
nigga that's talking too much because he been gone for a month.
What's the name of this show?
In a Man's World, the return of John Lemon.
And the AM. We'll be back. That's funny.
But it's traveling.
Shout out to John B. That's the homie.
Is that who that song was?
Yes.
Hey, we're back. I'm
Out of
Louis
Pasadena.
Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And this the
AKA
name of the show is
Sean
The name of the show is Love and Comedy Hop.
Somebody said in the chat room they called it Real Comics of Crenshaw.
Exactly.
The love story.
You guys are on fire. Shout out to the chat room.
Oh, that's funny. Chat room. No,
this-
because they were fans too. Because as soon as they gave him a nickname, John.
They said you can leave now, Jeff.
Wow.
Exactly.
Thanks for your report.
Go back.
Um,
I've been in these streets. Shit.
now, since we haven't, we've been missing the news.
Missing it bad.
How y'all missing all this news that's going on?
'Cause
Trump
John
is-
We ain't nothing without you, money.
John Lemon ain't been here.
Hey, seriously, people, you all have to start paying attention to what this motherfucker is doing.
Do you
I
have his
mean-
music, Poet?
Yeah, you have. Dust it off.
Stupid. You just stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, from the desert to the sea and all of Southern California and Crenshaw, please tune in for the news of John Lemon.
Yeah, I'm back.
From assignment.
Exactly. No, you really got to pay attention to what he's doing, man. He's signing.
He
these-
is Trump.
Trump. He's signing these.
President Trump.
Not Trump.
Well, we got to
You know,
respect
Trump
that.
Nokia. That's what I call
Trump
him.
Nokia. I
Yeah,
like
because
that.
his nose just keeps growing every time he lies, yo. You got to really start paying attention to these executive orders that he's signing.
Correct.
I mean, because they're like swept under the carpet, and everybody's so focused on this Russia shit.
Correct.
I mean, which they should be, but he's
Putin.
just rescinding so much what Obama has done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even what Bush has done, he's rescinding a lot of shit, and it's to the point where it's scary. Like when he had a meeting with the sheriffs and the local law enforcement agencies
Correct.
and officials, and he told them, he said, you know, this administration has your back. The previous administration did not have your back.
Mm-hmm.
We have your back, not 100, not 150. We have your back 200%. Go out and do your job. Go out and do your job.
Go out and kill.
Yes. And then once Jeff Sessions, his attorney general, that he nominated was confirmed, he came out, and they got so caught up with him being, you know, lying about his Russian connect that he signed off on saying that no longer with the federal and the Department of Justice, we won't interfere in state issued procedures and policies no more.
Okay.
So if you kill a cop, if a cop kills somebody, yo, let that local jurisdiction deal with it.
So the feds won't come in
Yeah,
and
we're
investigate.
not going to investigate that.
Okay.
So, and what he's doing is that Obama and even Bush, and it goes back to Clinton, they laid the comforter across America, the fabric of states are federally protected. Trump has came in now and took that comforter off and said, yo, it's all state to state.
Mm-hmm.
You all deal with your state.
Do you?
Yeah, accordingly. You know, why are you always involving the federal government in your business? So now, what he really, and this is the scariest one that I don't know y'all heard of, Obama, after the Sandy Hook killing of the little kids, Obama signed in the order saying that, you know, mentally challenged, mentally unstable, they cannot purchase a firearm.
Correct.
They cannot buy a gun. This motherfucking fool comes in and rescinds that and says as long as you pass a background check, you can get a firearm.
Get down.
Yeah. So now you got crazy motherfuckers that can buy a firearm. And the NRA loves him. Because their whole thing was like, you know, we want every American to have a firearm. So you got to be, you know, we got to be aware of what he's doing. Like he's fucking with, you know, the historical black colleges. He's not putting that money into where it needs to go.
HBCUs.
He's cutting, you know, like your boy. How ignorant is this motherfucker? Ben Carson.
Oh my God.
Uncle Ben.
Yes.
Yeah, when he said about the immigrants.
Oh my God. I mean, nigga, really? We came over here to be raped? You know, like it was vacation, flogged, you know, ankles broken, all of that, whipped. And this is the dreams that we wanted to live.
Right.
Then he had to come back and clarify and say, well, you know, we all immigrants, you know, whether it was voluntary or involuntary. They're cutting a part of his program that he's slashing because Trump is slashing shit at a record pace.
And Ben Carson is in charge of the HUD program.
Yes.
That's for housing.
And he's trying to dismantle that. He's trying to get people off of welfare,
right.
off of food stamps. You know, and this motherfucker grew up on welfare and food stamps. His mom had Medicaid, Medicare.
Damn.
I mean, we got to start paying attention, man. Like, I'm like, it's fascinating for me because I'm so into this shit.
Right.
Like, I watch C-SPAN constantly now.
That's where you get it.
Yeah. And you just watch, like, I watched all 18 hours the other day of that GOP repeal, the healthcare bill.
Yeah.
And Paul Ryan had the fucking nerve to come out and say, you know, America wants a conservative health bill. No, motherfucker, I just want a nice health bill.
Right.
And people don't understand. If you're not wealthy and you're not making a certain amount of money, all this shit is going to affect you.
Right.
Like, if you're 64 and you make $25,000 or less, your health coverage under their proposed plan is going to cost close to $7,000 to $10,000. Fuckers ain't, and if they pass this shit, they saying automatically 15 million people are going to drop. Now, and they're encouraging the young to sign up for it, to get health insurance. Ask young people if they interested in health insurance.
Oh, they're
immortal.
Not. Yeah, they're immortal.
Yeah, they're not. So people our age, we got to make up that difference for them not joining. So it's going to cost us more. And this shit is all fucked up.
Right.
This shit is all crazy, man. And I just sit back and I'm just like, man, I guarantee you, he's going to rewrite the Constitution. Because if he does well these 4 years, what he's going to do is going to come back and amend where I've been doing good. So why do we have to put a limit on the president?
And is Jeff Sessions one of the Klan members in his cabinet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. All them motherfuckers. They're trying to get it like, they're trying to make him the Putin of America.
And that's his boy.
Yeah. Because when you break it down, Putin, when he took office 17 years ago, he dismantled his State Department.
Right.
Well, he only has one guy answering to him.
Right.
So all them other motherfuckers, how you going to fire 5 people that's been there since Carter in the State Department? That's been there since Jimmy Carter.
Right.
Been through all the presidents. These are the people that are telling you, this is the shit that happens. We have it. We could break it down to you, as my man said in Philadelphia, as if you were a 6-year-old. We could break it down to you where you have that much time. He went in and fired everybody.
Right.
Rex Tillerson went in and fired everybody. Now, he just went off to Asia, and they saying this is highly unusual because when the Secretary of State travels, they always have a pool of reporters. He banned our reporters from coming with him.
Right.
He don't answer no questions, anything. I mean, this is like, it's fascinating to me.
Yeah, it's a cold game because you got to understand it's like we owe China $3 trillion. And China's like, they ain't asking for their money back. So they all in cahoots. So you going to make America great again, but you buying Russian steel.
But China already fired off and told us, hey, man, you motherfuckers gave the THAAD to South Korea.
Right.
You motherfuckers violated. Y'all violated.
Right.
Y'all violated. And China like, hey, you motherfuckers going to suffer consequences. So like you just said, China like, fuck that money.
Right.
Y'all just violated by covering South Korea. But see, the thing that's most fascinating is all these other countries, Russia, China, Japan, America, none of these motherfuckers, they'll sit back and talk shit, but none of the motherfuckers is fucking with North Korea.
No, not at all.
That motherfucker fired off 5.
Yeah.
5. Like, fuck you motherfuckers. What?
Right.
The next one aimed at the United States. What now?
Right.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, I got it. I got the long range. I like I don't have it.
Yeah.
I got it.
can hit Seattle.
Right.
Yeah.
Real
I can
quick.
I can hit Seattle, Washington, and Oregon. Yeah, we can touch them. Yeah, so nobody's fucking with North Korea. They sitting back talking shit, but ain't nobody fucking with them, no. And that's the scary thing.
And then they killed his brother with the nerve gas at the
yeah.
airport.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his stepbrother.
Stepbrother.
Yeah.
Now they got his sons in protective custody in South Korea.
And then they told K-Man Putin was like, secret for a secret. Like, hey, your boy is working with Americans. And that was his driver. Took him out.
Yes.
Man.
Hey, man, you watch it, they connecting the dots and putting the puzzle together.
Oh, for real.
It's like my man and I watched that the other day and it was a funny line in flight. When
I watched that too the other day.
When the airplane owner said, oh, that some bitch going to jail. Dude, he know he going to jail. And I just sat there and like, oh, is Trump going to jail?
Oh yeah,
Like, is he gonna die in jail?
That was Denzel was good in that movie. I watched that the
Oh,
other day. That cracked me up.
I mean, but it's all starting to slowly unfold. But Trump is making himself untouchable, though. You know, he's making himself, and you have to go back and do your research to with Nixon, because that's what fucked Ford re-election up. Because when the House the Senate, when they wanted to call Nixon before them, Dick Cheney brought into law and said, that's absolutely absurd and ridiculous that you all have the audacity and the gall to call a president before you all to answer questions. No fucking way. Right. And the same Senate that wanted to call him, they passed that and said that no president should ever come before Congress, you know, unless he's impeached. And you know who has that power? Mike Pence. 25th Amendment in the Constitution. He can today, after all them tweets that Trump set off last weekend, he can today say, this motherfucker is unfit to hold office. So I can impeach him. And he can go to Congress and they can impeach him.
Damn.
Now, today, the FBI director, Comey, is supposed to go before what? Congress or the Justice Department?
Well, he went yesterday. He went
to say that those allegations were false?
Yeah, they said there was no investigation. So he's put himself...
No wiretapping.
Yeah, so he's put himself in a corner.
That Obama administration was tapping his Trump
Obama
time.
really got the Trump card now. Because, see, if Obama is vindicated, Obama could come out and say, motherfucker, you slandered me. You slandered my name. You said that this is what I did. You accused me of a felony.
Right. And the media backed him up without
but see, he's so fucked up because he has the power. All he had to do was call up Lewis. Hey, man, am I being investigated?
Right.
TDP, you over the Department of Justice, you over the FBI. He has the power. I want to declassify this information. Tell me, am I or my Trump organization being investigated? But no, he's going around the block and, you know, let the Intel Committee and the Congress, they'll put it all together. Watch him. That motherfucker going to have a stroke.
Who?
Sean Spicer. That motherfucker, I know his wife has got to be like, are you serious?
Right.
Wow.
Because that motherfucker can't sit there. If you can see it all right here, I mean, the veins is like, you know, and
really
the president believes that, you know, I mean, like, wow, dude. And they just shut Kellyanne Conway down. They're like, bitch, you lie so much, you can't even. But, I mean, it's so hysterical because the tables have turned.
True that.
Fox News hated Obama. Now they love Trump. Last year, Obama created 237,000 jobs in January, 238,000 jobs in February. Trump come out and said, well, the unemployment was at an all-time low, 4.7%. Trump came out, the numbers, that's bullshit. The numbers inflated. It's higher than that. They're not counting this. They're not counting this. Fox News was all, Obama's not doing this. Now, Trump creates 233,000 jobs in the month of February. Now, Fox dick so hard, they're like, he's bringing jobs back. You know, where are the numbers at? Now, the unemployment is at 4.6. You know, so it's not inflated or anything like that. So, I mean, the news agencies, it's all fascinating to me right now.
It's a big game.
This is a mad game. We got sports coming up in a minute. I don't know. March Madness is on its way. I was looking at Facebook, and it was just some of the things that got me. I was saying this early before you guys came, and the show was so flat. In 10 minutes, she said, "Let's go to a break." I thought that was pretty
you're the
rude.
talent, right?
I thought that was pretty rude. Talent got to have something to bounce off of. Today, I did not. I mean, the things that they say on Facebook. First of all, today is supposed to be happy to be proud of your middle name day.
Okay.
Now, shout out to International Women's Day. I was okay with.
Did any women
Me
take
too.
the day off?
No.
Did Code 3
No.
take the day off?
No, Code 3. No,
Okay.
she strapped on a gun. She didn't take. She didn't. How do you get to a day of middle name day?
Well, with social media,
It's everything now,
it's everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
it's like these are the loneliest people. I read a guy said that his car was $2,700 in maintenance and $600 that he just put in, and he has $250K on it. Like, who cares? I mean, and the people who update their profile. Why? You ever see the people do that?
Update it.
Their profile picture.
The new me.
Yeah.
New me talking
And
to you.
then there's always someone who comments and compliments them to keep it going. I think we need to do like POTUS said, like, no, you should have kept the old one.
But why you put, my thing is, because everybody comes up to me and they're like, you on Facebook? No.
And they get mad at you when you're
Like,
not
why?
on Facebook.
Because, motherfucker, that's evidence.
Yeah,
First
good
thing
point.
the first thing you do, motherfuckers, watch first 48 hours. When I can't pull up TDP and other than a database,
Right.
and I can't, go to his social media, Facebook.
Right.
And we, as blacks, we do the dumbest shit. Just like in your hometown, Philly.
Right.
There was, a few years ago, I don't know if you knew where it was, but in front of a little marketplace, there was this statue of this Indian that this guy had put out there every day for like 40 years he'd been there.
Oh, the cigarette Indian, the cigar Indian.
Yeah, it's this big statue that he puts in front of the store. Everybody knows who it is.
Right.
So 4 knucklehead motherfuckers go rob the store, pistol whip my man, and then one shoots him. So what do? As a souvenir, they take the statue. And then them niggas go back home and then they posting it on Facebook. Like, yeah, this is what we did. And somebody recognized and said, oh, okay, that's who did that. So everything now is social media.
Right.
And if you watch first 48 hours, when they can't find you in their database and all that, they're like, well, check his social page.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you all on that shit. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Your brain is now in the phone.
Yeah,
the computer.
and the whole thing with, I was just, I was thinking about that, and because when we were growing up, you actually had to have real friends. You had to occupy your time. You had to do something. And I think it's that 3-hour window of loneliness that people have.
Okay.
You know, that 3 hour of loneliness where you got to connect with somebody. It's kind of like these people are in jail.
but you know what they really
real.
fucked
in their
up
own
at, though?
mind. What?
Well, you can remember you had like neighborhood bars
Right.
where you can take your side bitch at, get away.
Happy hour.
Yeah, you be like, okay, this is a little spot right here. Take the side bitch, chill. Nigga come up and they come my man TD. Oh, okay. Nigga, you gone about your business.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Now motherfuckers done fucked that up because motherfuckers up in the club with the Snapchat and shit like, this where I'm at. And then you pan this shit. And then you like, one, because it was so interesting at the spot where I told you to come where Gerard was
Right.
at. Yeah. Nigga was up in there with his side bitch. Just chilling. Nigga all up in the corner and all that. And they all on the dance floor, the young girls, they're like, yeah, we in Snapchat. They go, oh, we at the dime. And then he got, you know, and they film.
Right.
Nigga, his girl rolled up.
What?
Yes. Yes. Like, hold up. You know, she came with like 4 other women. And they're like, yo, he in there. And we're like, what you talking? And because I just hang out with security. And they're like, what you talking about? I say, we just want to go in there. And they went in there and they threw a drink in the chick face and all that. I'm like, you young motherfuckers just blowing the spot. Put the fucking phone down.
No, you can't. You can't do anything without people now just trying to be in your business and wanting to come up. Because you were right about how you would see something that, but you would keep going. You wouldn't stop and say, how you doing?
It wasn't your business.
And then wanted to meet the girl and all that. And I would, because Code 3 and I were at the movies, and the brother was sitting next to him and this girl. He got up and he hey, Louis, what's up? And then I shook his hand. Then he had to shake Code 3's hand and introduce himself to her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, man, keep moving, man.
Because, I mean, you know, my pops 82, and my pops, we just crack up about this. Yeah, man, these young motherfuckers, I don't even go out. I said, nigga, you 82. What you going out for?
Yeah, the bingo ain't like it used to be.
Yeah, man. But, I mean, it's just like, you know, when you go on the spot, you like you said, you see somebody, and you like, oh, they Mr. Johnson. That ain't Miss Johnson.
Right.
Okay.
I just keep it moving, yeah.
You know,
Whoa.
Mr. Johnson come out the bathroom, like, hey, Mr. Johnson. Like, yeah, I'm just up in here, you know, ran into, hey, I'm Mr. Johnson. I'm cool. Now you can't even go, you know. Everybody just like, you know, like you said, this is where I'm at right now. Don't nobody really give a fuck.
Yeah, my current situation. So we saw the movie Get Out. I saw Get Out and I saw Moonlight.
The Black Brokeback Mountain.
I was okay.
That's what Moonlight
I
is?
was okay with the movie until the beach scene.
Okay.
At the beach,
Yeah,
the little boys were at the beach.
That's the Black Brokeback Mountain.
Why
Why were you okay? Because it reminded you of childhood?
No, I did. It threw me. I couldn't. I was like, ew.
But you know what? But like, even like Sam Jackson came out, and do you agree with him
about all the British actors?
Yes, taking American jobs.
I didn't even know that kid from Get Out was British.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like even like Michael Douglas has said it a few years ago.
But Sam Jackson was the same one that had problems with rappers in movies, and then next you know he's doing movies with all these rappers.
But Michael Douglas said it a few years ago. He was just like, "Where's the American actors at?" He said, "How come we don't have the buff guys?" He said, "Why are we going to Australia? Why are we going to London?" He said, "We just importing all of them, and they coming over here. They taking our jobs doing American films." And it's like Michael Douglas said, "Because we lazy. We take for granted that we supposed to be there because we got the looks and all of that."
Right.
I mean, you know, so so much shit, man, going on.
Now, have you seen Get Out?
I haven't seen it.
Nah.
Yeah, it's interesting when you're sitting there. I was the only black person in the movie theater. The rest were white. And they look at you to confirm if they should laugh in certain parts.
You got a lot of looks, huh?
Yeah, a lot of looks. And I was just not giving them any response.
Yeah.
And and then and now it's not even subtle. They just turn and look right at you. And it was really interesting because what is it with Europeans that if because at the ArcLight you got assigned seating, but if it's nobody in the theater,
right?
Why do they come sit right next to you?
Because that's a assigned seat. Yeah.
Programmed.
It's like,
yeah. Americans are just programmed. They're just like there's no space.
That's the same thing when you go take a piss.
Right.
And there's all these fucking urinals, and you right here, and then the motherfucker cut, nigga, seriously?
Right. You come right next
all
to
the
me.
Toilets that's available, and nigga, what the fuck, yo? And you got to go.
Yeah, I don't get that. Same thing with parking spaces.
Yes.
It's like, I mean, Americans just can't. It's like we're such a lonely society. It's like we got to have, even if we don't have friends, we got to have fake friends. That's what Facebook is. I got to have a fake friend. I got to have this many friends. Everybody needs company.
But I attribute it, it's also, Trump has really had divided the country because it has even spread across comedy clubs now. The hatred. I mean, the Trump supporters, have you seen with John Caparola?
Yeah, he got the drink thrown at him. He was pretty funny the way he said that.
Yeah,
that kind of hurt.
We was in Irvine, and the woman just like, fuck you all. Fuck you motherfuckers. I'm tired of y'all talking about Trump. He's the fucking president. Fuck all y'all. Get the fuck out the country.
Right.
And it's like, bitch, really? And now the debate has gone from comedy to actually motherfuckers is up there like, bitch, you got to be the stupidest motherfucker. Like Lisa Lampanelli. Did you see her?
No, what?
She just went off. Like, you stupid bitch. You dumb cunt bitch. You voted for that motherfucker, and now you have to debate 20 minutes, and you get so frustrated as a comic. Like, she's like, you know what? I don't even feel like you can get y'all fucking money back. Fuck this shit. I mean,
so it ain't about the material no more and performance.
It is about the material, but if you, they feel now Trump has been beat up on so much that his supporters are starting to come out now and defend him. Mm-hmm. So not even at the comedy club where you felt that, okay, everything right here, you can just talk about anything. We've talked about presidents before and all that. When we was talking about Obama, it was all good. You know, now that it's Trump, but now they feeling that it's to the point where it's too excessive. You know, y'all really beating him up now. And it's like, you can't even do that shit no more.
It's overkill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're just at a point, man, where it's just...
She getting ready to jump off, I'm telling you.
But that was the whole thing. It's
she getting ready to jump off.
Who?
Oh, we going to war.
You think so? A lot of people
we
said
going
that.
to war.
Because the whole thing was like by 2020 that America would be, you know, pretty much brown. It would be color. So, the Europeans are not having babies like they used to. And then the poor white trash, they want them gone too. And that's to the point where you said earlier, the 15 million people that they want gone.
Yeah, Europeans are having pets.
They're having pets. I mean, they got the life. I mean, goddamn it, you walking your baby in the stroller with the dog, and you just living that life where everybody else is hustling and bustling, and you just living this life where you oblivious to the real shit that's going on.
Yeah, because I was driving here and driving down Crenshaw, and it's funny because I'm coming from like the white neighborhood to the black neighborhood. You can see the difference in the way they walk. Just black people just have it seems like they got so much stress.
But they here now though. That's what people not understanding. They in the jungle.
Yeah,
they here. Yeah,
they in the jungle.
And they're having a ball. They don't feel threatened or anything.
I've been telling people the longest, even when I moved out of the jungle, that the jungle, when people used to say it, the jungle is prime real estate. Yeah. People don't understand that the jungle is prime real estate because you're 15 to 20 minutes accessible to everything. LAX, the Staples Center, downtown.
Centrally located.
Yes, you centrally. That's the heart right there.
The heart.
And now you got a football team here. They moving all them niggas up out of there. Yeah. Go to Lancaster. Go to Palmdale. We're going to give you relocation money. Go out that way. Because now it's the gentrification. Right. Now you got these companies coming in, property management companies. They buying these apartment buildings. They fixing them up. And now they like, okay, they're not apartments no more.
Right, all that
they condo
low-income housing and all that. They getting all that up out of there. You know, it's
like you just said, I drove through the jungle, and I'm like, are they serious? You got white girls in booty shorts walking dogs.
Yeah, jogging.
Niggas ain't shooting at them. Ain't trying to rob them.
Yeah,
it's like wow.
No, they out of there now.
Yeah,
they out of there. They just in the house now.
They got the 24-hour gym, the women's gym, in the Crenshaw Mall now.
Oh, really?
Yes. Right next to the police substation.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They got the 24-hour fitness. It's the women's spa, 24-hour. So they all in the jungle now. They're always funny. My cousin that told me that I was going to put hands on you.
Yeah.
Because he's like, man, these motherfuckers all on my block.
Oh, really?
You know how he say it, too. He's like, man, these motherfuckers, man, bitch walking down the street like a dog feel comfortable in the motherfucker. I'm like,
yeah, they not flinching. They're not flinching at all,
They
man.
want their block back. I mean, and now they got who they want president.
Oh, yeah.
Because now they feel that they can come out and say whatever the fuck they want to say.
Right.
It ain't a whisper no more. It ain't subtle no more.
Yeah, chest is out.
Oh, them motherfuckers like it was a great hoodie, that my man had on. It's like, don't let your President Trump get your ass whooped.
Right.
Yeah. Well, speaking of getting your behind whooped, Faison Love put a beat down on
Man.
He
Trump related.
He little young boy. Now I'm assuming the little young boy looked like he was African American. He looked black.
Hey man.
I don't know, but I know Faison. He was on TMZ talking about how these young people keep hiding behind Twitter. You just can't keep talking to me a certain way and not expect to have ramifications. And he said that the guy sort of spit at him.
What have I heard that before?
What?
That's what Jalen Rose told Stephen A. Smith.
What did he say?
You can't keep talking shit about these NBA cats. So one of them motherfuckers gonna roll up on you.
Right.
You can't keep talking shit about the motherfuckers on First Take and all that. This motherfucker's
okay.
gonna roll up on you.
And I'm gonna say this to that point. I was at the gas station on La Cienega in Pico because I was going to Twin Dragon.
Oh, okay.
So I was at the gas station right there, right? So the bird fucked me up. One of the seagulls just fucked me up. So I had to go, clean my window and get the little bird shit off, right? So my man come out from the gas station, the attendant. He like, yo!
White guy?
Asian dude.
Oh, okay.
Yo! I'm trying to get the motherfucking bird shit off. Hey, man, I need my pump. So I turn around like, you talking to me? Yeah, I need my pump. You got to do that somewhere else. So there's a few people who was at the pump. I took the thing where I was cleaning the window with. I put it back in the thing. I went to the dude. I said, look, man, do you want me to fuck you up right now? Who the fuck you think you hollering at? Get your bitch ass back in that booth before I fuck you up. And he was just in shock that I just went at him like that. I'm like, man, who the fuck you hollering at? Boy, you just got to this country.
Oh.
Damn. Good for you.
I mean, like, the nerve, like, yo, just hollering at me like, I didn't know who he was talking to.
But
I know that's a trip when somebody yells at you and you don't realize. First, you're shocked
Right.
that, okay, he must be yelling at somebody else.
Gotta be.
But look what he just said, though. He's an Asian guy.
Yeah.
And he said, boy, you just got to this country.
Right.
But you don't know if he was born here or not, though.
Still.
Because I was stopped by an Asian cop, 2 of them motherfuckers. And they was cool and all that. But the first thing you think is like, man, are you 2 motherfuckers serious? You 2 motherfuckers? And dude was like, what, man? I was like, hey, man, he said, so get it off your chest because I see the look in your face. What, I ain't supposed to be here? He's like, motherfucker, I was born here. I went to high school here. And I'm sitting there, all right. And he's like, so you was born here too, right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm from Chicago. Okay. So what now? So, but it made me rethink because I was like, I was ready to hit him with that, motherfucker, Chicago. Because when they stopped me, I was just like, you 2 motherfuckers, really? You 2 niggas, you really? You 2 motherfuckers stopping me? Like, come on, man. You 2, like, and I'm like, all right, man, you got it. Like, because dude was like, what? Because he stood there front. He's like, I see the look on your face. Go ahead, say it. What? What, I ain't supposed to be here? Like, nah, man, I'm just, no, you got to look on, get it off your chest. What? Yeah, I grew up here. I was born here. I went to high school here. I was like, okay. But it was just what you said, because that's the first thing.
Right.
And that's the prejudice and the bigot that comes out of us, because we feel that we was brought here forcefully, despite what Ben Carson said, that we took a luxury vacation. But we look at other motherfuckers like, motherfucker, you ain't supposed to be here.
No, the situation is the media has vilified us so much, and
that he felt comfortable that he could yell at you.
Thank you.
I mean, that was another
I call it
thing.
Trumpism.
It's another thing where he felt that you're so low on the totem pole
That part.
that I can yell at you and make you feel you're less than me.
Correct.
And that's what trips you out, because even the Mexicans are doing it.
Oh yeah.
All
They
these
used to
motherfuckers,
be
yeah.
they used to be so humble and nice.
Yeah.
Now they just they cuss you out when you cut them off. You're like,
Yeah, they got a Camaro and a tattoo and just think they just in the game.
Yes.
Like, hold up,
I
Raul.
tell the motherfuckers, the Muslims and the Mexicans, y'all the new niggas.
right.
Y'all the new niggas. Now you know how we feel now.
Yeah, when my man yelled, that's just a trip. When somebody yells at you from afar, and you look around first, you're like, all right,
I
wait
know
a
this
minute.
motherfucker ain't talking to me.
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I haven't done, especially when you haven't done anything. You're like, all right, because we know as black people, we know
Man.
why we get yelled at. That's
Right.
been our growing up. Our parents and
Right.
we know when we're supposed to be yelled at. So
Right.
we got that down. So when somebody just off color yells at you, you be like, oh,
Yeah, that ain't a relative. That ain't mom and dad.
right?
You like,
I didn't do
hold
nothing,
up, yeah.
especially when I didn't do nothing. Wait a minute, and then you.
But you whispered to him like, man,
I
you want
was
me to
just
fuck you
so.
up now?
It's like my adrenaline was just so. I was, I just woofed up on him. I was just like, man, I will destroy your little
But
ass
you know
right
what, though?
now,
I'm
you little
telling
fucking
you, man,
jockey.
It's motherfuckers. I don't know if they listen to pay attention. I'm telling you, Trump has got motherfuckers on the edge.
You got it. Yeah, it's there.
And it's funny
It's
because
you waiting for a motherfucker to just like, nigga, say something.
right
on the real.
And most of the time, you usually have good comebacks after you get in your car and drive away. Then you start thinking of all the cool, good things you could have said to him. But yours was right on point.
No, cut two. Then the motherfucker he gonna run back and get his phone and like take pictures of my license plate. Like, who the fuck you gonna send that to?
Yeah.
Right.
So you think I'm just gonna get in the car and just be like, oh, don't do no, man. Go ahead, take your fucking photo shoot. I
After
will
you
beat
didn't yell
your-
that. After
oh,
you didn't
yeah,
yell that.
all
man.
that. Now you the victim.
Right. That's what's and see that's the problem we have as African Americans. Black people is that, especially the black men. No matter what happens, you're like the little boy from the Jonas Brothers gonna punch the girl at the airport.
Right. Right.
And they're gonna try to make it seem like it's okay for him but if you a black guy, you just yelling, you angry.
Yeah, I'm the
control.
big black guy. He's the little guy. You know, they're gonna put your height and weight and all that shit into play and make you, the goddamn the antagonist.
Like this white girl at the spot last night. She got her boyfriend fucked up. He playing out old Captain Save a whole shit.
Oh
yeah, white girl. Falsely accused the brother of grabbing her pussy. All that. Then dude gonna just try to snap.
who, the white boy?
No, it was a brother with the white girl. Like, hey man, would you grab my girls? Like, man, yo, she drunk, yo.
Right.
Motherfucker ain't did none of that shit. Yo, we ain't Trump. You motherfucker. Yo, man, hold up, man. You need to control her.
Oh, that's what my man said.
So, you need to control her. Yo, no, I ain't got to control her, homie. No, no. Hey, man, yo, dude, really, dude. You need to control her. Fuck you, motherfuckers, and all that. Hey, man, you need to control her, yo. She out of control. She just got to yapping. And dude want to play Captain Saving her. Man, y'all disrespecting her and all that. Hey, fam, it ain't like that. She got you twisted. She got us pitted against each other.
Right.
Man, dude just like went up, man, and said, man, out, man. Then like 3 of his homies walked away, so he took off on the little dude. Hit him, man. Them niggas rat packed that motherfucker.
Oh wait, the dude. Hold up, the girl's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Hit the little boy.
Hit the little one. Hit the little ones in the bunch, cause his homies like, man, we ain't got time for this shit, yo. Come on, man. And dude just kept prolonging it. And when they walked away, I said, man, don't walk away from me, you punk ass. And they just hit the dude, man.
Hit the smallest one.
Yeah. Niggas just mauled his ass like pit bulls.
Oh, his other
mauled, mauled his ass.
his other boys came back.
And then on top to put the icing on the cake, the girl just came out of nowhere and clocked baby with the 1-2. She went down, bam. Then she got up. All of y'all are going to jail. I said, see, that's the first thing these white motherfuckers do. All y'all going to jail. And she started trying to take pictures. Man, dude took the phone, threw it down the sewer.
This was outside?
Yes. I was just like, man, they letting these motherfuckers get fucked up, homie. And they stood over and took pictures of them and said, man, don't let her get your ass beat again, homie. Walk away. We told you numerous times to walk away. And that's what I'm saying, man. It's like the Trump
wait, they hit his little boy and then the other ones came back.
Man, mauled him like pit bulls, yo. They unleashed on him. I don't get involved in shit. I came and grabbed dude. He like, yo, homie. I'm like, hey, man, that nigga could be dead right now, yo. Man, that nigga was asleep.
They
man, that nigga was...
And for my next dream,
man, blood just coming from him, man.
I'm a unicorn.
Oh, man. And she like, y'all go. I'm like, and then the girl just came out of nowhere and just 1-2'd her.
And then they took her phone.
She got up and she just like, oh, y'all going to jail. I'm like, and the motherfucker just snatched the phone and he tried to break it. Then he just threw it down the sewer.
And then she had to go to find my phone app.
Man, and then she come around and you a witness. Bitch, what? I'm a what? And then the police came. They was like, yo, hey, man, I ain't see nothing, yo. Ain't no cameras up here, yo.
Right. Ain't my job.
Yo, I don't know what you talking about, yo. I was like, oh, yo, so Trump can grab pussies, but when a nigga grab pussies, y'all come out. Oh, okay, we on that part, huh? All right.
Yeah, them young brothers letting them white girls get them beat up.
Yeah, they are. They really are. They are. I mean, they it's that part. It's like, okay, I see you dating her, I see you into it, and that's cool. That's cool. But stay in your lane, though. Niggas say, yo, man, we ain't about it. Let it go.
Right.
Let it go.
And most men are honest about, I didn't touch
right,
her.
Right.
Most cats don't even.
Most men, you're like, bitch, get your ass in the car.
Right.
Let's go.
Right. You trying to get my ass whooped.
Yeah. I'm the only one out here. I ain't got no backup. I ain't calling Lou because he can't call.
Well, I got my ring on. I can't fight with my ring on.
Because Code 3, like, we got to watch, what is it? What's the movie? What's on?
Have and have nots, or the Greenleaf.
Yeah, Greenleaf. We watching Greenleaf.
And popping popcorn.
Nigga, you call me in the middle of Greenleaf? It just got good. Come on, man.
Yeah, the streets is wild right now.
No,
Yeah.
they hot, man. They turned
It's
up,
wild.
yo. I'm in them streets every night, man.
Yeah.
Them streets is hot, yo.
Are they?
Oh man.
hot.
Oh man. I'm telling you. All of this shit, and plus we going. I put that on. We going to war. We going to war.
Oh, without a doubt.
Just a matter with who.
Wow. Hey, I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
What's the name of the show?
In a Man's World, the Love and Comedy Hop on Crenshaw edition.
What did they call it in the chat room?
The comics of Crenshaw.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And those of you who are just realizing, we are in a time slot that used to be occupied by the Rollout Show.
Really?
Fridays. We're going to bring the numbers back up. We do want to say something sincere.
What happened to all of that? That was like
That whole thing blew up. But we want to
they
send
in
our
Vegas and shit.
we want to send our condolences out to Nikki Pam's. She lost her mother.
Yeah, respect.
Rest in peace, or
Power.
power, as you say.
In a better place, yeah.
So we hope peace to your heart, Nikki Pam, and you
Love you, girl.
You can get through this.
Can we get the Drake song over that?
And then Speedy, I guess Speedy is still trying to become famous.
Trying.
What's Speedy doing now?
I don't know. I'm sure he's doing something. He's always hustling. Well, you got all them kids.
Man.
You got to hustle. You got all them kids. You got to hustle. But that's this game. This game of hustle. So
I'm just a ski mask away.
While you were gone, they went through a transition. They're no longer on the.
No, yeah.
Oh, you followed it on social.
Yeah, when you just, niggas was like, you just kicked the nigga when he was down.
Oh, that's what the people said in the chat room?
No, I'm just saying that.
Oh.
You just stumped the nigga.
No, we were just telling jokes. We would have said it if he was here.
Just like,
No, I didn't. I kept my foot on there. I didn't.
Oh, wow.
I didn't lift it back up. I dug it in that bad boy.
this nigga here just go hard. Okay.
People in the chat room. We know you're chatty.
Chatty Patty.
Yeah, they get chatty up in here. I still have not learned how to log on into the chat room.
You got to have a log.
Oh, well, I got a log. I got a log.
I said a log, not a twig. It keeps breaking.
My little branch.
We're glad you're back. Are you back?
We got to work out the rest of my contract.
Let's take a vote.
Well, hey, that contract is easy here. You either come or you don't come.
I had a dream about Speedy last night, as a
Was
matter
it
of
sexual?
fact.
Ooh.
I had a dream that, because I haven't seen him since they left. I had a dream that we were at some social event and I saw Speedy. He didn't see me yet, and I went up behind him and pinched him on his ass.
Did you pull off a
Hilarious.
honey bun?
I pinched him on his
Pull out a
ass.
honey bun.
And he turned around and we hugged, and I'm not upset with anyone.
It's hard to remain upset.
See
with
how you
people
guys
know.
were man enough to talk it out. I don't know if this was the best platform to do it, but Jeff certainly has, as they say, right to equal time in the how they
Right.
do in the political arena.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying all these things, so Jeff got equal.
You have
Well,
3 minutes.
We said straight up. First of all, TDP and I were talking about the fact that he had a chair on the show. We're not going if we don't think somebody's not funny, we're not going to ask them to be on the show. I mean that's what I was talking about. If you have control of it, Jeff it's funny to be on the show, so we think he's funny. It's not but we
Well,
you're stupid. But yeah, no, we missed him
Yeah, and
That's
so
true.
how long have you and Jeff actually been friends?
a long time. I mean, he was,
This
I
how
was
we-
friends
This
with
how
him
we
before I
met.
got married.
This how we met. This how we met.
It's gonna be long.
No. This how we met.
the dinosaurs died
I
then.
was hanging with Robin, and we went to play ball.
Robin Harris.
Yes, at 18th and Toberman. And then Lewis came in, and then everybody was like, "Oh, that's Lewis Dix. That's Lewis Dix."
He's
And I didn't know
cute.
who he was. And then Robin was like, "Yeah, man, that's Lewis and all that. He do comedy." And then I'm like, "Okay, a little height and all that." And I was like, "Okay." So he tried to stick me on the court.
So you and Robin represent Chicago.
Yeah. And then he tried to stick me on the court, and I was like, "Really?"
Those
Come
are
on,
nice
dude.
shorts.
Then once that, he was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, he bust me up. I mean,
Him and Martin Lawrence.
Marty Marr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Martin
Marty
Lawrence.
Marr.
no, he had a game. Robin always picked him on his team.
Right.
So it was It was so Then I lived through him through hoop. So
Right.
I was like, well, I'm just gonna coach.
I'm done.
I'm just a better coach.
I ended all them careers. I don't do it.
And plus, like I can't stick him because he's left-handed.
Right.
And then that's how I met too.
Who?
Speedy.
Yeah, Speedy thought he could hoop. And
Speedy could hoop back in the day.
No, he couldn't.
Yes, he could.
No, he couldn't.
I mean,
He was more like a Lenny Wilkins player coach and a rep.
No, he was more like a John Bagley. He get that wide body and that key, and he could pass that
he
ball.
could rebound a little bit.
Yeah.
He could rebound. a
No,
little bit.
he had a big fat ass.
You know who was?
And he'd run down the court. Hey, you offensive foul, nigga. What?
You know who was
Offense-
the worst hooper as a comic? A comic that was the worst, the horrible hooper. The Wayans brothers.
We
Damon
got
couldn't-
banned from there.
Why? Because we clowned him so bad.
No, Joe Torre invited us to go ball at 7 o'clock in the morning at the Santa Monica Y.
Uh-huh.
And me and Daryl, and we brought a crew, and then we took over the gym, and then Damon told Joe, hey man, them niggas can't come no more.
He was not a good player. Damon couldn't play.
You know who else was suspect too?
Who?
Chris Spencer.
Yeah, Chris, he had a little jumper. Chris is always a nice guy.
Yeah.
What do y'all? Okay, I never really seen you ball.
Well, he's Crenshaw. They're in our
No,
bracket.
when we used to ball,
They're in our
because
CIF.
we used to go to the Y in the Valley. That's when Curry, Gary
Mark
Payton used to come.
Mark Curry can't.
He told me to tell you hi.
Who?
I just saw him last Wednesday.
Who? Mark Curry?
Yeah, and Ralph Harris said give him a call.
Mark Curry's in.
No, he was at the Laugh Factory.
Isn't he on tour with
Cat.
Cat Williams?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was hilarious.
Yeah.
Who?
Mark.
Was he? He went up?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he was hilarious. Ralph did too.
Yeah. How was Ralph?
Hilarious.
Did he do his uncle?
No, Ralph did a whole lot of new shit.
Oh,
He told me
okay.
to tell you to give him a call.
Ralph Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all them, Ralph Harris and all them, we used to ball out there in the Valley with Jaleel White.
At Verdugo?
No, that was Van Owens. That was we used to ball at night at the YMCA.
Yeah.
Up there at night.
Right.
Jaleel White used to come with his UCLA boys. He used to bring them 16 European boys, and we used to get it in. So, yeah,
I heard you had game, but I never saw you.
my jumper was wet.
Congratulations, Crenshaw won CIF.
Yes, they did.
Are y'all back?
Well,
They're actually in our bracket. You're in the state Division 2.
Yeah.
So are we. So we might see y'all.
Shout out to them
We
coaches.
Harvard Westlake won CIF. So
Congratulations.
and your high school team winning.
Man, I don't follow this shit no more. They garbage. I like what you call it though.
Who?
I mean, how you feel about Alonzo Ball?
His daddy's just marketing him, man.
You know, I feel you on that, but you setting your son up
That's what
because
everybody's
niggas is
saying.
gonna come at you now.
Well, let me say that. Lonzo. Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. Jeff, you just gonna knock Lewis' teeth out like that?
Yeah,
Teeter Sports Ticker
That's
right here on
hilarious.
Reach Around Radio.
that's what I've been doing, man.
What,
NCAA. That's coming up. Your brackets, get your brackets together. and
Yeah, March
everything.
Madness.
And I will say this to the UCLA fact, to the Ball brothers. I don't know the ones who are playing right now, but as far as the father, LeVar, and his other brothers, I know them dudes.
Oh, do you?
I know them dudes. So in playing around, the city and everything, because, he has brothers as well. His two younger brothers, the twins.
Oh, the dad?
They used to play at Westchester. So I know his mom and his dad, because then we used to go back to their house and we used to play ball in the backyard. When I tell you these some strong dudes, So
The mom balled though.
right. So
She balled at Penn State.
workout and all that, like I don't say they wasn't really all that good, but they was good, dude. LeVar, he's always been that dude. He's always been the big gentle giant. He's always been that. But with his sons, like I know their workout regimen. So he is preparing his son for the next level. So in this mentality, that was just like the same thing with LeBron. When LeBron got rid of all the old management and put his boys in place, people have a problem with that. So he is putting a lot of pressure on his boys, but it is to go to the top. He know what his boy can do. The boy just had 94 points in the high school game at Chino. To that point, it's like everybody wants everybody to dumb down. That's his job. Why the fuck are you worried about what your kid doing?
Yeah, no. I think
He's a
that's
great
smart. It's part of the
Great
reason
student.
why people hating on him. Yeah.
Very respectable young man. If he's speaking that for his son and all that, let him do that. He knows when he goes to that next level, it's grown men and they're gonna be coming at him and all that. But I'd rather have that pressure than not have that pressure.
Exactly.
So he's really not doing nothing wrong. He's creating his own brand. These are my kids, and this is what we going for doing the future. He's trying to create generational wealth.
No, I agree with you. I think it goes back
For
to the point
his
of
family.
people have a problem with black people who are boisterous and confident.
Correct.
And speak their mind. And that's
I'm all about, the beauty of the game is, and I was great at it, I'm all about talking shit. I mean, long as you can
That's
back it up.
how it was for us.
As long as you can back it up. And from what I've seen, because me and Jordan sat and we watched him, and I was like, he do have game. I mean, he has game. He has game.
He has game.
And I just like to see that, to the next level. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with Pops because I will sell my son too.
Right.
You
That's
know,
my
I'll be like,
guy.
I'll be like, yo.
That's my guy.
right. Why have someone else market him?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a good
And plus,
point.
both your parents have been through that.
Correct.
So you don't, you can take out the middleman. I don't need an agent. I don't need this because
Right.
we can do this. We can do this ourselves.
So in each contract that comes out, we can have a lawyer look at it, dot the I's, cross the T. Okay, this is where we're going with this. Yeah, this is my brand. This is the new generation. So if a father who is there for his kid, ain't talking about that. He's there for him.
Right.
Just like Chance the Rapper, you heard that?
Right. He's
What?
there
What
for
happened with
him.
him?
He donated $1 million to Chicago public schools.
Yeah.
But then Mary Mitchell, the Chicago Sun-Times writer, she had to come out and blast him because he's going through something, child support with his, with his baby mama.
Correct.
And all of that. So, because she, since he's providing it, it's like under his guidelines, this is how he wants to set her up. And she's opposed to that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, just because I'm this, you should stick to the basic, guideline rules of what, the child should get, not based on, what I earn and all that. This is, what's set up and this is what she should get. And I'm going to buy this type of house for her. So it's like real nasty. But he squashed that, though, because he got with the baby mom and the kid. And he's like, see, we cool.
Shout out to the home of LeVar and the Ball family. And in professional news, in Lakerland, wow, it's getting really messy
Y'all got that weak win.
right now. I'm talking about with the Bus family and
Yeah.
11% ownership, and the older brothers
two
is
brothers
trying to
getting
have a
ready to go.
coup and
Yeah.
get Jeannie up out of there.
And the younger sister, she
Dr.
was-
Bus' dying wish on his deathbed was, I want you and Magic to run.
Yeah.
I want y'all to run the team. And that's my dad, and you got this nigger and running the president of it. But man, you done ran everything you ever touched into the ground. That's why your daddy never gave you are the older dude, but they didn't trust you with nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
So the daughter got to run that. She peeped game. Oh, got the lawyers involved. Oh, we had a meeting. Oh, we forgot to invite you. You forgot to invite me.
Oh, yeah.
So they all
forgot to invite the sister.
right. So the 5 kids have 11%. So they 63% of ownership. So what they were trying to do is sell their stake, minimize her to put her under 50%.
Well,
So-
the younger sister's there with her, too.
Correct.
The
So
younger
now,
sister there.
if they do sell, I think they stand to have $400 million, and if they leave a percentage in there, they can get $30,000 a month from the organization that's staying on as being an owner.
And she would have to go before the board of trustees, and she would have to be elected to remain as president
correct
instead of just holding the title.
of operations.
Yeah,
So
so-
it's really nasty right now, and
Magic about to come in there and clean all that shit up.
clean all that shit up. So it's still going to be a while before things get
You
where
think
they're
so?
supposed to be. Oh, for sure.
Would you keep Luke?
You can keep him right now because you want to go to a situation where you have everything under control. They still got to – because did they lose to Philly last night?
No, they didn't play Philly. They played Phoenix last
Phoenix
night. They
last
won.
night,
Yeah, they won.
and they won that game. But it's about Lakers in Philly to get that. They're in the position for the third pick right now in Philly, and the Lakers have the worst team, so they want to. I don't think they want to tank this season, but Magic want to see who's going to progress and hold that spot so they can get either Ball or the other boy that's coming out of college to, rebuild the Lakers. And there's nobody on the Lakers team right now who's worth saving. Everybody's expendable.
All them niggas expendable.
Expendable. So, you got to rebuild the team.
Get Carmelo.
That way. I don't think Carmelo's going to leave New York. That's where he's
Get
from.
Carmelo.
He's paid.
Bring Darren Williams in.
Darren Williams is with the Cleveland.
He went to Cleveland, but you bring him back. Get him, and then you build around that.
Golden State, Durant, they looking. Bogut went down for Cleveland. He was supposed to be the big
first
man.
Game.
Man, 56
51 seconds
man,
in.
Broken leg. But, it's
Brian, I heard it.
It's still going to be nice in that
We'll
situation.
see.
And in NFL news, you got Adrian Peterson out there.
We got rid of Jay Cutler, so we're going to be all right.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah, you got
Chicago.
But we got Mike Glennon.
So we don't know where Adrian Peterson might go. He might want to go to the Raiders, Dallas. Who knows? But
Patriots.
Because the Patriots let LeBlanc.
But the Patriots got a situation with Cleveland where they could give up, I think, an offensive lineman for like the first pick. That would be incredible for a Super Bowl team to have the first pick in the draft. And I think like next season they got 23 picks coming up. The Patriots. So Bill Belichick is, it's like you put your 4 or 5 years in, and you still in your prime or whatever. He doesn't have a problem with getting rid of you to keep those draft picks coming up to keep that wheel going on. Marshall just went to the Giants, so you got Beckham and Brandon Marshall over there. And he's going to be the number 2 receiver over there. Eli Manning, who knows he's going to hold on. Tony Romo, I think the Cowboys did let him go.
They did, so it's going to be between Denver and Houston.
And the boy Oswald, he got all that money, and
Oswald.
he can't even find a team right now.
No, he went to Cleveland.
Really? Is that really a team?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
He went to Cleveland, and they still got to pay him $16 million.
Hey, so listen.
And that was Teeter Sports Ticker.
That was fun. It was a fun day. We'll be back Friday.
Are we going to box or not?
Friday, I gotta go.
Oh,
that's funny when somebody says I don't have time to box.
Yeah. I
gotta
don't have
go.
time to defend myself.
So I got to let him out first.
I'm getting out of here. We'll be back Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You got that as a.m. now, right?
Why you snitch on me like that?
Well, you the one said you was,
Thank
you, Morris Media. Hey, you guys in the chat room,
what?
keep it chatted up. It's good to have Jeff back.
Well, no, it is good to have.
And
you back.
Jeff,
It was Poetess reached out. Thank you, Poetess.
hey, who asked you to reach out? Thank you.
Oh, you want credit for that?
Yeah.
Use your
Right.
microphone.
Right.
We don't.
Reach out last night. I was like, come on,
Yeah, get over
I asked
yourself.
you too. Yeah, because he said.
He sent me a text
He
and said, new time and everything. Hey, could you call Jeff and see? Because I think he's still mad at me. And then I text this dude back on like
With
11 violins.
11 violins. And I said, well, do it at the 28-minute mark. We're gonna play a violin song.
But see, that's the thing about comedy. It's like I knew the dude was gonna come back because you just can't take all that heat. Like these dudes is really talking about, and I can be in that seat and I can't defend myself.
Oh yeah,
That's what
it's a
about.
microphone,
right?
Yeah.
It's the mic. Really?
That's my alarm. Hey
No,
man,
it was-
so I
it
told
was-
you I had to go.
It was the beef, I was like, hold up. It's like
But you just set your alarm when you brought the gloves in.
No, my alarm was set because I knew I had to be somewhere. I didn't want to be.
I'm going to tell y'all the real. Poetess told me to bring the gloves. She's like, beat that nigga ass.
Wow.
So I was like, all right. So that's why
Can I get one round? One round is only 3 minutes.
Hey man,
It ain't going to take that long.
Come on, we can Facebook Live it. Your teeth all on the ground. Come on, we need some ratings.
I need my teeth for tonight. Hey, listen, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you.
Is this our new
Friday.
time?
It's our new time.
Okay.
Good show, man.
I don't need it.